Hi friends, my name is Krishna Kumalla. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In our previous video, we discussed about illustration 7, right? In this video, we are going to discuss about illustration 8. Again, this illustration is also extracted from CA Foundation material. Without wasting much time, let us get into the problem and try to resolve it. Okay? Right. Okay, guys, let us read the problem. The cash book of Mr. Gadba Gadbadwala, oh my God, I'm finding very difficult to read his name, shows 8,36,400 as a balance at bank as on 31st December 2019, but you find that it does not agree with the balance as per bank passbook. On scrutiny, you find the following discrepancies. On 15th December 2019, the payment side of the cash book was undercasted by 10,000. Cash book was undercasted, payment side. A check of 1,31,000 issued on 25th December 2019 was not taken in the bank column. Very important. I'll explain to you. One deposit of 1,50,000 was recorded in cash book as if there is no bank column therein. That means what? It has been recorded in the cash column. On 18th December 2019, the debit balance of 15,260, as on previous day, was brought forward as credit balance. Excellent points are given in this problem, guys. Excellent points. You know why I'm solving so many illustrations from institute material? The simple reason is institute will give excellent problems. The first points. If you could resolve these problems, it will be cakewalk for you in the examination. You can resolve any point because these guys will give excellent toughest points in the problem. Of the total checks amounting to 11,514 drawn in the last week of December 2019, checks aggregating 7,815 were encashed in December. That means before reconciliation date, 7,815 were encashed, and the balance 11,514 minus 7,815 were not encashed. That is how you need to read the point. Are you getting my point? That is the reason why I'm saying this problem is very important. Dividends of 25,000 collected by the bank and subscriptions of 1,000 paid by it were not recorded in the cash book. Dividends collected 25,000, subscriptions paid 1,000. So one is receipt, one is payment. So these two are not recorded in the cash book. So they are asking us to do. One outgoing check of 3,50,000 was recorded twice in the cash book. So outgoing check was recorded twice in the cash book. So he is asking us to prepare a reconciliation statement. What Institute did here is, Institute prepared a reconciliation statement before adjusting the cash book. And it also prepared adjusted cash book. After preparing the adjusted cash book, it also prepared a reconciliation statement. But in this problem, if you look at, he didn't say anything about, you need to prepare the adjusted cash book. You need to prepare the bank reconciliation after adjusted cash book. Nothing has been given in this problem. But for our understanding purpose, it is always better to prepare the reconciliation before uh, adjusting the cash book and prepare the adjusted cash book and then prepare the reconciliation. So 3 times. First one reconciliation, then adjusted cash book, then again reconciliation. If we could practice like this, you will get more clarity so that it will be easy for you to prepare for examination. Okay, so let us get into the point. Now, first we are preparing bank reconciliation statement before making adjustments in the cash book. So this is cash book, this is passbook. This is debit, this is credit. This is debit, this is credit. This is receipt side in cash book, this is payment side in cash book. Passbook, this is payment side and this is receipt side. Clear? Now, what balance he has given? Cash book of Mr. Gadbadwala shows 8,36,400. If I'm pronouncing the name, please excuse me, guys. I'm finding very difficult to pronounce that name. 8,36,400 is the balance they have given as per cash book. So this is not a overdraft balance. He didn't say anywhere it is a overdraft balance. Am I right? The cash book of Mr. Gadbadwala shows 8,36,400 as a, but you find it does not agree with the balance as per the bank passbook. That's all. He didn't talk about overdraft here. Since he did not talk about the overdraft, is considered as a favorable balance. If it is a favorable balance, it is an asset for us. Since it is an asset, we need to show that in debit side of the cash book. Debit side of the cash book is 8,36,400. Same way here also 8,36,400 we will show. This balance we have taken as per cash book. So the question mark should come on passbook because we are following taking cash book balance and preparing the reconciliation and identifying the passbook balance, right? So let us put question mark on passbook balance. Now rule is simple. If the question mark balance increases, add it. If the question mark balance decreases, reduce it. Simple. Now, on 15th December 2019, the payment side of the cash book was undercast by 10,000. Payment side of the cash book, that means here. Here it is undercasting. If the payment side is undercasting, if they give you the problem, what you need to question yourself is where is that overcasting happened? Receipt side. If the payment side is undercasted, you need to put the receipt side as overcasting. So we will put 10,000 here. This is the one logic you need to follow. Where is the excess balance kept? Since the payment side is undercasted, 10,000 is showing excess in receipt side, right? So let us put 10,000 in receipt side. Wherever there is a overcasting, you need to put the balance there, not in undercasting side. So if they say payment side is undercasted 10,000, that means the receipt side would have been overcasted. So let us put the balance in overcasting side. These are the simple logics you need to follow. So 10,000 I put here. Now what happened? This balance got increased. Cash book balance got increased. But for us, passbook is the balance to be identified, right? Because question mark balance. Question mark balance is reduced. This balance is increased, but question mark balance is reduced. So you need to subtract this amount. Where to show this 10,000? 10,000 subtraction side. Wrong casting in the cash book on 15th of December 10,000. Simple. Let us clear this. Again, go back to the same balance. A check of 1,30,000 issued on 25th December 2019 was not taken in the bank column. Checks issued. We issued the check, right? When we issue the check, we need to write in payment side. See here, I 100 times I told so far. Whenever I talk about cash book, what did I say? Cash book, 3-columnar cash book, bank column. Whenever I talk about cash book column, cash book, what is your understanding? Cash book is nothing but 3-columnar cash book under bank column we are recording. He is saying this 1,30,000 issued on 25th December was not taken in the bank column. That means it is not recorded in the cash book. If it is not recorded in the cash book in payment side, that would have been recorded in the passbook. That is how you need to assume here. So a check of 1,30,000 issued. That means I have to record in payment side, but I have not recorded. Where did I see? This is the bank column. I have to record it in bank column, right? I did not record in the bank column. But where is that I have recorded? Passbook would have been recorded correctly. So passbook would have been recorded 1,31,000 from payment side. But I have not recorded because this is the bank column. He is clearly saying that it is not recorded in the bank column. So that means this entry is not there in the cash book. When I say cash book, 3-columnar cash book, bank column, it is not recorded. Hence, the entry is not here. But entry is there in the passbook. Where is that entry in passbook? The entry is there in the passbook in payment side. Why it is in payment side? Because it is check issued and it is the payment. Banker would have made the payment. I would have debited our account. So 1,31,000 I debited. Now one credit is there already. I debited one credit and debit. That my balance will come down. So question mark balance has been reduced. Since the question mark balance has been reduced, I need to reduce this 1,31,000. What did I say? Checks issued but not entered in the bank column. Clear? Right. Next, let us move on to the next point. Remove this and go back to the same old balance. Next, one deposit of 1,50,000 was recorded in the cash book as if there is no bank column therein. That means what? It is also not recorded in the bank column. So 1,50,000 I deposited. When I deposit, I have to record in receipt side of the cash book. What do you mean by receipt side of the cash book here? Receipt side of the cash book is nothing but 3-columnar cash book, bank column. So this is not recorded in the 3-columnar cash book bank column. But receipt side, it should have been recorded. But banker would have recorded in receipt side. So 1,50,000 would have been recorded here, but I have not recorded in cash book. Since it is not recorded in cash book, what happened to the balance here? Already credit is there. Now another credit has come. This balance got increased. What balance is this? Question mark balance. Question mark balance is increased. Since question mark balance is increased, you need to add. So you need to add 1,50,000 as deposits not recorded in the bank column. 1,50,000. Clear? Next. Again, go to the next point. On 18th December 2019, the debit balance of 15,260 as on the previous day was brought forward as credit balance. Actually, here 15,260 I have to carry forward from previous day to next day and I have to put in debit side. 15,260 I have to put it in debit side. But what did I do? By mistake, this I have recorded here. 15,060 I have recorded here. Instead of writing in debit, I have written in credit side. So what is the impact of it? The impact will be double. Why? On what basis you are saying impact is double? See, if you want to rectify this, what you are supposed to do? You need to first debit one. Let me. You need to debit this 15,260 here. What happened to pencil again? You need to debit 15,260. Oh my God. 15,260 you need to debit to cancel this. So you have recorded debit side. Got cancelled. But the debit should come right. You need to put another 15,260. So what is the impact here? Because instead of writing in debit side, if I write it in credit side, the impact is double. How? This is how. The way I explained now. It has a double impact. How much that is double impact? 30,520. If you add these two, it is coming to 30,520. So 30,520 impact has been, given here. Am I writing? Am I making right point here? So to the extent of 30,520 impacted in cash book, balance got reduced to that extent. Right. So 30,000 to the what is the impact here? 30,520 is the impact. So to that extent, the cash book balance has been reduced. Question mark balance is increased. Since question mark balance is increased, you need to add that 30,560. Since the question mark balance is increased, you need to add 30,560. That is what we have. May mistake in bringing forward 15,060 debit balance as credit balance in our books, 30,520. That is how you need. I hope you are clear on this point. In case if you have any doubts, please, comment on my video. I will definitely try to explain one more time on this problem. Okay, right. Now, next one is of the total checks amounting to 11,514 drawn in the last week of December, checks aggregating to 7,815 were encashed in December. So that means remaining balance was not encashed. Correct? So you have issued the checks, but they are not presented. So when I issue the check, how much I know I need to credit here? 11,514. 11,514 I issued. But how many are presented? 7,815 were presented. 7,815 were presented. So I kept 7,815 in debit side of the passbook. So what is the difference between these two? The difference between these two is 3,699. So to the extent of 3,619, you have an excess balance here. You issued, but they are not presented. So to the extent of 3,699, there is a difference between passbook and cash book. Since there is a difference of 3,699 between these two, where is that excess lying? The excess is lying in cash book. Since that excess is lying in cash book, the balance got reduced. One debit, one credit. Balance got reduced. But question mark balance, what happened? My question mark balance got increased. Since my question mark balance got increased, I need to add that 3,690. Checks issued but not presented. Issued 11,514 and already encashed 7,815, and the difference is 3,619. That is what 3,619 we are showing as add point. Clear? Now, next, dividends 25,000 collected by the bank and subscriptions paid by 1,000 are not recorded in the cash book. Two different transactions. Let us separate them and do it. 25,000 dividends collected by the bank. So they would have recorded in credit side, receipt side, because dividends are collected by bank on behalf of us. That is the receipt for us. So since 25,000 is recorded here, already credit is there. Another credit got added. So my balance is increased. My question mark balance got increased. So I have to add this 25,000. So dividends directly collected by the bank but not entered in the cash book is 25,000 I have recorded. Very clear? Then 1,000 subscriptions paid also not recorded. When they paid 1,000, where did they would have recorded this amount? Let me clear this first. So what did they say? 1,000 rupees subscriptions paid. When the subscriptions are paid, that would have been recorded in debit side. That would have been recorded in debit side here as 1,000. Am I right or wrong? So let me put 1,000 here. This 1,000 is debited here in passbook. Since the 1,000 is debited in passbook, already credit is there and 1,000 is debited. So because of which the balance got reduced. So my question mark balance got reduced. So I need to subtract this. 1,000 I subtracted, saying that subscriptions paid by bank but not recorded in cash book 1,000 I recorded. Are you clear now? Right. Next. One outgoing check. One outgoing check of 3,50,000 was recorded twice in the cash book. Outgoing check is issued check. So 1 lakh, how much outgoing check? 3,50,000. 3,50,000 outgoing check was recorded in payment side of the cash book. How? Twice. 3,50,000, 3,50,000. Two times. Since it is two times recorded, what will happen? This balance got reduced. One debit is there, two credits are there. This balance got reduced. Are you getting my point? So once it is already recorded, but you shouldn't have recorded second time. What is the excess amount recorded? Excess amount recorded. This excess amount got recorded. Let me show you. This pen is creating hell a lot of problem to me, guys. Sorry. So 3,50,000 already recorded. Here also would have been recorded in payment side. This and this got cancelled. But in cash book, they recorded one more time. Cash book they have recorded one more time. Already recorded got cancelled, but they recorded one more time. Since this is recorded extra, my cash book balance got reduced to the extent of 3,50,000. But my question mark balance is increased. Since my question mark balance is increased, I need to add this amount, 3,50,000, saying that checks received twice in the recorded twice in the cash book, 3,50,000. So that is what we recorded. Now, so we have recorded all the transactions. Let me go ahead and balance this to understand how much balance we are getting it. Now you see 8,36,400 is the balance. These are all the additions. Let us add all of them. Then your balance has come to 13,95,619. And these three are the subtractions. So which is total to 1,42,000. And of 13,95,619 minus 1,42,000, you got 12,53,619. This is what is the passbook balance as per this what do you call transactions given in the problem, right? So this is the passbook balance we arrived. Now we are, as I said previously, what we are going to do now is we are going to prepare the adjusted cash book balance as well. So here, what is the balance they have given? 8,36,400 as per the cash book, right? So here you see 8,36,400 is the balance. They have already debited this. Why this is debited? Because this is the favorable balance. Whenever there is a balance in the cash book, that is an asset for us. It is a current asset. All assets are debit balances. So what we did in adjusted cash book, when we start preparing two balance brought down, we need to put 8,36,400 as the balance. Once we put this, balance, how do we adjust the other transactions we need to see? So here on 15th December 2019, the payment side of the cash book was undercasted by 10,000. So payment side, this is payment side. This is receipt side, correct? So payment side undercasted 10,000. So I am adjusting this now. Why wrong undercasting 10,000? Very simple. Since payment side is undercasted, it is value got undercasted, right? So I'm fulfilling that. So I'm adding this 10,000 in payment side. Simple. Next, a check of 1,30,000 issued on 25th December was not taken in the bank column. When we issue the check, that has to be recorded in payment side, but was not recorded in the cash book. So now I am recording it here. Why checks not entered? Why it is recorded in here? Checks issued is a payment. Since check issued is a payment side I have recorded. A deposit of 1,50,000 was recorded in the cash book as if there is no bank column there. So this is also not recorded in the cash book, 1,50,000. So 1,50,000 I am recording as deposit in receipt side, because deposit is nothing but receipt side, right? So I'm recording that in receipt side. Clear? Right. On 18th December 2019, the debit balance of 15,260 as on previous day was brought forward as credit balance. This I already explained to you previously. This 15,260 has double impact to the extent of 30,560. I already explained this. You can refer my, few minutes back how I explained this, and you will definitely get to know. This 30,560, what happened? It has to be debited now. For here you can see 30,560 was debited twice here. Are you clear now? Right. Next, of total checks amounting to 11,514 drawn in the last week of December, checks aggregating 7,815 were encashed in December. That means what? 3,619 checks were not presented. 3,619 checks were not presented. That is not a omission. That is not an error. So you issued the checks. Supplier did not go to bank and present it. Since he did not presented those checks, banker did not make the payment. Since banker did not make the payment, you don't require to show that in your adjusted cash book. The simple reason is that is not a mistake. That is not a mistake. So this entry will not come into the books of accounts in adjusted cash book, because it is not omission, it is not an error. So we don't require to show this. Next one. Dividends of 25,000 collected by the bank and subscriptions of 1,000 paid by it were not recorded in the cash book. So dividends we paid, we collected, banker collected on behalf of us. That has not been recorded. 25,000. Where to record that dividend? It is a receipt for us. Receipt side you need to put 25,000. See here, 25,000 recorded here as a receipt. Similar way, 1,000 worth of subscriptions paid, but 1,000 worth of subscriptions not recorded in the cash book. Now you see here, this 1,000 subscriptions were recorded in payment side. 1,000 subscriptions were recorded in payment side. 1,000 is recorded here. Clear? Right. Next, on outgoing check of 3,50,000 was recorded twice in the cash book. So outgoing check is what? Outgoing check is nothing but an issued check. Issued check recorded twice in the payment side. Since it is recorded twice in the payment side, once you need to rectify by debiting in cash book. So what I did, I debited that in my cash book. So Twice it is recorded in credit side. By debiting one time, I rectified one extra credit there. Are you getting my point? So with that, I have completed my adjusted cash book now, and I'm going to see how what is the balance in cash book. Now let me go down a little bit. So here you see, debit side we have totaled 13,91,920, and same total we kept in credit side. When we subtracted 10,000, 1,31,000 and 1,000, we got 12,49,920. This is the balance carried down. This is the balance carried down. This is what is the adjusted cash book balance, right? Now we got the adjusted cash book balance. By taking this adjusted cash book balance, we need to prepare the reconciliation. How do we prepare the reconciliation? That we are going to look into it now. Okay. So we need to prepare an adjusted cash book balance. Sorry, we need to prepare the bank reconciliation by taking adjusted cash book balance into account. So let us take that balance. Now, what is the adjusted cash book balance? We arrived here 12,49,920. Same balance you take 12,49,920. Now, let us go through each and every point to understand what are the points we need to consider as a part of reconciliation, because majority of the transactions already adjusted in the cash book. So let us go through that. On 15th December 2019, the payment side of the cash book was undercashed by 10,000. See here, this is already adjusted in cash book. So no need to consider that in the reconciliation. A check of 1,30,000, 31,000 issued on 25th December 2019 was not taken in the bank column. So 1,31,000 is also taken into adjusted cash book. So this will not come under your reconciliation. Third one deposit of 1,50,000 was recorded in cash book if there is no bank column therein. So this is also rectified. 1,50,000. See here. See 1,50,000 we have recorded here. The reason is it was not recorded previously in cash book, got omitted. Now we included. So that is also rectified. On 18th December 2019, the debit balance of 15,260 as on the previous day was brought forward as a cash balance. Instead of debiting that opening balance, we credited. Since we credited that balance, so to rectify that, we have given the double impact. So what is the double impact? 30,520. So that 30,500 is also adjusted in cash book. So there is no need to bring that point into our reconciliation. Next, of the total checks amounting to 11,514 drawn in last week of December 2019, checks aggregating to 7,815 were encashed in December. This is an important point. Out of 11,514, 7,815 checks were presented. The rest of the 3,619 checks were not presented. This point we have not taken into adjusted cash book. Why we did not take in adjusted cash book? Because this amount is not an error nor a omission. That is the reason this is going to come as a part of reconciliation. For that, what we are supposed to do now is we'll take cash book, passbook, debit, credit. What is the adjusted cash book balance? 12,49,920. This is what is the balance. Same balance let us put here also 12,49,920. Right? Question mark is on passbook because we are going to identify the passbook balance. So 3,619 checks worth of checks we issued, but they are not presented. How do you get to know 3,699? 11,514 we have issued, out of which 7,815 already presented. If you see here, net, you have a balance of 3,699 not presented. So this balance got reduced. One debit is there, another credit has come, this has been reduced. But your question mark balance is increased. Since question mark balance is increased, what you are supposed to do, you need to add this amount. Here, add checks issued but not presented 3,699. I have added here. I have added here. Are you getting my point? So now, next, what are the next points in this problem? Let us look into it. So let us go up and see the problem. Dividends 25,000 collected by bank and subscriptions of 1,000 paid by it were not recorded in the cash book. See, dividends we have taken into account here 25,000 and subscriptions also 1,000 we have adjusted in cash book because these two are omissions in the cash book. We have already taken into account while doing adjusted cash book. So if the point is already considered in the adjusted cash book and the balance is already arrived, you don't require to consider that as a part of reconciliation. Hence, these 2 points are not going to be part of the reconciliation. Next one. One outgoing check of 3,50,000 was recorded twice in the cash book. So 3,50,000 was recorded twice in the cash book, right? Outgoing check, payment side. So for that, we debited cash book because once we need excess was there, right? That access has been rectified by debiting cash book. So this is also adjusted in cash book. So there is no need to bring this point also into the reconciliation. So now if you go back and see here, see your adjusted cash book balance is 12,49,920 and you have checks issued but not presented only to the extent of 3,619 and you arrived a balance of 12,53,619. This is the only point we brought into the bank reconciliation statement because all other points we have already adjusted in the cash book and we have taken this as an adjusted cash book balance. Hence, those points are not part of this reconciliation. Only one point is part of the reconciliation because this 3,619 checks issued but not presented is neither a omission nor an error. Hence, this is part of our reconciliation and we arrived at passbook balance as 12,53,619. You see here, before adjusting the cash book, we got the same passbook balance. After adjusting passbook also, we got the same, balance. That's all. That's all about it. Guys, I'm extremely sorry, especially in this video, because of my pencil problem. I don't know whether it is pencil problem or, the network problem. It created hell a lot of problem for me. I'm extremely sorry for that. Please bear with me. In case if you have any problem in terms of understanding this, and if you could not make it, if you could not understand, what I explained in this problem, please comment on my video. My apologies for the problem created by the network or pencil. And once you comment, I don't mind to explain or shoot this video one more time and explain this problem. This problem is very important. Please don't miss and watch this video and try to understand what I explained here. Right? Thank you so much.